Hello there. I'm back with another stream. Oh my god, I managed to do it on Friday this time. Because my JJK video was able to be perfected right in time. So here we are. You're late? True. You know why I was late? Well, I'm only like 30 seconds late. But because, I thought, oh, I have like a spare 5 minutes. Let me go through my moderation settings and see if I can get Miller the Killer like unbanned or whatever was happening where it was like he wasn't showing up in the chat. So I went through it and I was like, oh, I can add him as like an approved like person in the chat, so like all their messages will come through. And I like tried it and I typed his name in and it didn't come up, and I tried like a million different ways and I'm like, I guess I just can't add him. So, Miller's gonna be censored forever, I guess, for some reason. But I tried. But true. He's here dabbing. Nice. Congratulations. Welcome. Alright, everyone. So let's go through Twitter. Also, what is this? I saw this here before I started. Oh, just a countdown to the movie. Okay. There's no chance that a live stream can go on for that long, right? I assume this will like get reset every now and then. I don't know. All right. What have I tweeted? Nothing of value, I'm sure. We talked about Bacon's thing. Oh yeah, there's been a bunch of JJK like memes, which this is a good one. Really good. ReZero, if in case you don't understand, this was an episode in season 3. Obviously, Chainsaw Man, Reason Beam, we love it. A very funny Chainsaw Man reference with all the animals missing their ears and mouths and legs and stuff. Pretty cool. The Evangelion discussion came out. Wow. I haven't talked about this, but we'll talk about it a little bit. Oh, wow. Kyle's video came out. We should probably also watch that. Which technically I've seen it. So, like, as in, when he was drafting it, he already made me go through it all to give him feedback. So, I don't know how interesting that will be. We'll find out. But that video's out. Cool fan art. What do you call this style? I don't know. It's like the lighting with the like rough kind of lines. I don't know. I like it. Stop what you're doing and recommend me stuff. True.
Neon.
What can I say about this discussion? It was fine. I enjoyed it. I'm more interested in the next one because we're going to have a lot to say and I don't have to censor myself as much in terms of what I want to talk about. But this was fun. There's no timestamps here. People love a 2-hour video with no timestamps. 7 comments is kind of crazy, but, I think there's actually 3 comments, and one of them is a comment by Bacon, then Seal Peeled, and then Priam. So here we are. Wow. So that happened. It's like that meme, guys. Let's bring up Kyle's channel. Hey, look, that's my video. We'll have to talk about all the videos I made, too. All right. I made this thumbnail, by the way. Okay. Do we truly want him uncensored? Well, I don't know. It's weird if I can read his messages and no one else can in the chat. Excuse me. Let's not watch that video. It's lame and a failure. Well, I mean, we can I at least want to watch the beginning. But it is going to be, like, I'm going to have nothing to say because I've already watched it and I've already told Kyle what I think about it, but we'll see. Talk about how dumb Bacon and Mia were. Bacon just doesn't like Evangelion. I'm not sure I understand why, but we'll have a proper discussion next time where I'm sure he'll clarify why, and I'll understand that. Mia, I don't know. Mia also, I think it's all just like next time we'll ask again, okay? Because then we'll know for sure what the opinions are going to be when the story is done. So I don't know. Miller shows up fine if you change from top chat to live chat. Okay, well, there we go. That's good to hear. Okay, so I put out a lot of videos since last time. 2 Edge Runners reactions, which, not getting many views, but I've already committed. I am getting 1 commenter who is commenting consistently on these videos, so we love that. That's good, but very few views. Some Shoka Tensei announcement. I did another One Piece thing, which I think went well. I'm okay with doing this week to week, I think. I did a Doctor Who Companions tier list. This was not a good video, but, it got 100 views, so I'm fine with that. Another reaction. This video, oh my goodness. I put way too much time into editing this. There was no need. This is a video where... Oh, God. I recorded this like a week or 2 ago. I don't even know. And I recorded it unscripted initially. Like, I just, like, had a list, and then I went through the, like, Letterboxd, and I read the descriptions on Letterboxd, and it was very bad, and I had no intention of publishing this. But then I was running out of like, oh, I don't have anything to upload on this like Tuesday or whatever my miscellaneous video day was. So I just went into the archives, you know, pulled out that unscripted thing, made it into a script, and then edited this together. And it's like kind of boring. This section is really boring. The Studio Ghibli section where I'm just reading out all the Studio Ghibli like descriptions. But I don't know. I'm glad this exists. You know, I learned a lot. I learned about Detective Conan. I knew nothing about that. I learned about Doraemon, which I'd also never heard of. So, you know, now I learned something if no one else did. Why is there 7 comments? What is this? Oh, why Makima? I thought you were hot. You know, at some point I understood what this meant. Oh, why Makima? I think they're just mad because Makima is like Makima. All right. I also put out, more importantly, an EliteAri video. Which, believe it or not, this was also an unscripted video that I recorded like a week ago. And I talked about it. Like, I gave my thoughts for all the things completely unscripted. I was ready to like upload it. I was like, this will be easy. I'll just like put like, I wasn't ready to upload it, but I was like, okay, let me just put like visuals. It'll be so easy. And then I listened to it and it was terrible. And my reasons were dumb and repetitive. And I was saying and and like stuttering and it was not good. So then I just took the unscripted script or unscripted like transcript and then just turned it into a properly scripted video. And that resulted in this, which, you know, the toughest part was, well, the most nerve-wracking part was making it get past copyright, but it wasn't actually that hard in the end. The only ones that had issues were number 1, which spoilers, guys, by the way. Yeah, go watch this if you haven't, but I'm going to spoil it right now. Number 2 and number 1 were the only 2 that had any copyright issues, which was Jujutsu Kaisen's second opening, and then Spy Family's second opening too. These were the 2 toughest to get through, but, you know, just edit up the footage a bit and you get it past. I felt, I mean, I don't know. If I did get like a claim for this, I was thinking I might just contest it. I looked into the rules and I was like, into the like contesting process, and I thought, hey, it might be worth it. But I didn't get a block, so we're good. And Siglet said my narration is good. And I think the only reason he thinks that is because I sound more like I do when I'm unscripted. Because this was basically an unscripted video that was made scripted. But anyway. Ay. And we're getting there. Another Avengers trailer, which all of these have been very boring so far for the most part. The latest 2 have been at least okay. Another Darwin incident reaction. Not very popular, but that's okay. This is a show I like the show a lot. And there's a lot to say in this show as well. A lot to think about. And of course, the JJK video from today. Now, when we end stream, this better have at least 50 views, or I'm not going to be happy, okay? Ay. Anyway. You should ask him specifically why he doesn't like Ava. What a good idea. It would be funny how different he'd respond to you versus me. True. Ari just loves One Piece. I mean, I don't love it yet. I mean, right now, it's probably still like it's like a 3 out of 5 at the moment. Like, I like it a lot, but like, nothing special yet. We love Pokemon. We definitely don't like Pokemon. I think, why did you say that? Oh, because the Pokemon thing was in the top 20 highest grossing things. Yeah, Pokemon's like number, I don't know, like 17 or something on the list. I think it was bad because you watched like none of them and had no interesting opinions on them. On what? I'm assuming on this one, the highest grossing thing. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, maybe. I think it's bad because I just didn't have anything to say. That's basically it. When has EliteAri ever had an interesting opinion? You know, when I talk about any of my Attack on Titan videos, okay? They're the only interesting videos I've ever made. EliteAri loves veganism debates. No, I don't, but I think it's interesting that a show is embracing them so strongly. And the anti-work stuff is like very funny, but it takes place in America, so it makes sense. I forgot to ask, why did that one comment make you think someone reacted to your JJK video? Huh? I don't even know what you're talking about. What comment? Someone reacted to my JJK video? Did my comment on that JJK get a bunch of likes yet? It's got 30 views. I doubt it. You got 1 like. Oh my god, I got a comment. Hey, you know what? This might be manga spoilers, so... I mean, I guess I can warn people now. Manga spoilers guy. Oh, the Core TV guy. Is that the... You mean my Mushoku Tensei video? Is that what you're talking about? Let me check. How do I... Oh my god, how much has been typed in the past? There's no way. Oh yeah, it is that guy. Yeah. Did I say JK? I meant like Mushoku Tensei. He watched my... Well, he didn't watch my video, but he did react to it. I mean, we can pull it up. I don't want to get like Mushoku Tensei spoilers. That's the annoying thing. Okay, wait. Give me a second. Oh my goodness. This is the thumbnail for his video, okay? I don't want to watch the video because I'm sure the comments and the recommendations in the side and everything will spoil Mushoku Tensei, but he did. It was basically a video where he had my video up and he's like, this guy made a video about Norton Greyrat and there's no way this character's good. Guys, do you think this character's good? Like, there's no way, right? Let me go watch the episode. And that was the video, so, you know, he has technically seen it. Spoilers are for P words. Well, that's what Kyle says. Why am I getting tagged in my own server? What is this? Live notifications. Did I get... Oh no, I guess I just never clicked it. Anyway. I sent some great videos, by the way. True. But we should read this comment first. So JJK manga spoilers just in case, because I don't know what this is going to be about. Or any of these One Piece things. Or wait, none of these are like Naruto spoilers, right? Because I don't want to be Naruto spoiled more so than One Piece. You know, I may sound dumb, but I consider Kenjaku among the greatest villains in anime. You know, I like him a lot. I think he is very good. Up there with Johan, no idea who that is. Light, I know Light. Meryl, I know. Madara. That's a name I've heard of. I don't know what that is. Aizen, that's from Bleach, right? I know that one. I'm someone who read the manga as it was released and understood the things he had done in history. He's aimed to see what the merger could look like and the rules of the culling games. It's been a good 1 to 2 years though, so I don't remember the details, but I do remember I grew so fond of him that I could get excited every time he was on screen. Sadly, I am sure once the anime ends, people will forget him or the fans won't understand him and call him up. That's almost certainly true. But that's okay. We can love him all the same, so it is what it is. From Monster. Ah, okay, Monster. We love Monster. All right. Also, we don't love Monster. I haven't seen it. Oh my god, JJK animation is insane? No way.
Pull of the, and even for
oh my god, Chainsaw Man. Wait, what is this? Wait a minute.
King, hailing from Studio Sleep, a small Chinese-based one, the animator behind this scene.
Oh wow.
Now, last video, the focus was on a man named Saucelot, Mr. Sauce, I called him, which I liked, but I think we've really bumped it up with Mr. Crack. And ironically enough, it is similar in quite a few aspects to what I broke down there. With Sauce, I brought up how you have this elastic pull of the background being drawn and warped back while the character...
Alright, we don't care, but that's cool. Oh my goodness, we love Chainsaw Man. Okay. I feel like I did something Blind Wave related recently. Oh yeah, I watched their Chainsaw Man reaction. It was not a good reaction, okay? See, I don't watch many Blind Wave reactions recently. Like, I only watch whatever's relevant to me, and then I watch stuff that's very relevant to me anymore. But my goodness, it was like... I got the impression, this was the impression I got from watching the reaction video, was that because it's also a thing that I've learned now that I'm reacting to stuff too, where I got the impression that they were forgetting things, so they weren't saying things in the reaction because they were like scared that they were going to either say the wrong thing or they were going to like not know who characters were or what was happening, so they were like being quiet, which is something I've done. I did it in the Jujutsu Kaisen reaction because I forgot some names, so that was very funny, but I got the impression that that's what they were doing, which is, you know, not good. Anyway. Did my video blow up yet? True. Kyle also put out a video. Oh, no, wait. I think you meant your, like, second video, but your first one will have a look. But Kyle put out this video, which did blow up, is Sentenced to be a Hero Really That Special, with 2.1k views. And for some reason, I don't know why, because it can't take that much effort to write a script for a 6-minute video and use anime footage, he decided he is not going to make another one, I think. I don't know why he hasn't, but... And then we have his main video, which has been literally years or decades in the making practically, but only has 490 views so far. But hopefully when the next chapter comes out, this will blow up and it'll be very successful and everyone will watch our Chainsaw Man discussions. Did the girls react well, EliteAri? Feel like they wouldn't like the action? Yeah, the LM reactions or whatever, yeah, they had a great reaction. I think every reaction I've seen to the Chainsaw Man movie has been great, except for Blind Waves, which was like fine, it just wasn't very good. I'm making another one, stupid. Just not the Darwin one. Well, you better hurry. Clock's ticking. You don't need another Darwin one. That's okay. Make one for when the season's over. Okay. I'm getting so distracted. The main thing of today was about, which I'm not going to have much to say because I've already read through this. Well, I didn't read through it, but I read the headline and the first line or something. Star Wars shakeup. Kathleen Kennedy steps down as George Lucas protege Dave Filoni executive Lin-Wen Brennan take over Lucasfilm. Kind of crazy. So I don't know enough at all about the structure of Lucasfilm to make any meaningful contribution to this. This was something where if I didn't have a video scheduled today that I had to do, which is the Jujutsu Kaisen one, I probably would have made a video on this, like properly looking into it and making like an actual like edited video about it. But my brief understanding from reading like some small section of this is that, oh my god, Kathleen Kennedy is retiring. You know, she's like 71 or something, which is kind of crazy. I would have assumed she was much younger than 72. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, apparently she used to be like the president of Lucasfilm or something. What's the term they used? Is it literally president? Yeah. And now these two are becoming, like the president role has been split into two, and there's like the chief creative officer, whatever, president and chief creative officer, and then there's the other person doing the business side. So Linwin Brennan is doing the is a co-president but handling business side. I don't know, it was interesting, you know. I don't know. Where's this going to take Star Wars? I have no idea at all. I'm excited, you know. Change is fun in this case because Star Wars isn't really putting out too much at the moment. But it is a big year for Star Wars, so you know, we'll see where it goes. Okay, that one was like 6 days late, little bro. I've got plenty of time. We'll see. This lady made all the best Star Wars stuff. This sucks. I mean, I don't know. It is probably. I mean, it's not even. You can't even question it. Her run is like she has had the most successful run in any era of Star Wars ever. Like, it is by far the most successful. But like that doesn't mean it's like for the hardcore fans it's going to be the best or whatever. Which I would obviously argue the prequels one was the best, right? But yeah, it is obviously the most financially successful. But who knows? Change is exciting, so we'll see. Yay. Oh, Miller's here, guys. Make sure you go to the live chat, not the top chat, otherwise you won't see him for some reason. Do you think Filoni would have greenlit Andor? I don't know. Who greenlights things? Does the president of the company do it? I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea about the structure of Lucasfilm. Shut up, Lamau. Compare her to early Feige. She was never that good. Yeah, neither was Star Wars. What are you talking about? No one is comparable to Feige. My goodness. But true, maybe Dave Filoni will be. You know, we have faith in him. All right. The other thing was there was some George R.R. Martin article that was interesting. Would this be on the television subreddit? Yeah. Heavy as the crown. George R.R. Martin on his triumphs and torments. This was actually very interesting. I read all of this. Well, I guess I skimmed over it, but I did technically read all of it. It was very interesting. I don't know, what can I say? The most crazy thing was the headline thing, which turned out to be true. Because when I read the headline, I was like, wait, what's... The headline I read was the one on Reddit. George R.R. Martin says his relationship with House of the Dragon showrunner Ryan Condal is abysmal. This is not my story no longer. I was like, oh, that must be like clickbait or something. And then he actually like says it. I asked Martin carefully, I know you can't say much about this, but I was wondering how was your relationship with Dragon showrunner Ryan Condal got so rocky? It's worse than rocky, Martin says, looking miserable. It's abysmal. Without getting into spoilers, Martin's gripes about Dragon stem from disputes over the changes to his book's characters that impact key plot points. I hired Ryan, Martin says. I thought Ryan and I were partners and we were all through the first season. I would read early drafts and scripts. I would give notes. He would change some things. I was working really well, I thought. When Ryan came to loggerheads with original Dragon co-runner Miguel Sapochnik, Ryan asked for Martin's support in their dispute and got it. And then one of them left. Sapochnik left as a showrunner. Then we got into season 2 and he basically stopped listening to me, Martin says. I would give notes and nothing would happen. Sometimes he would explain why he wasn't doing it. Other times he would tell me, oh, okay, yeah, I'll think about that. It got worse and worse and I began to get more and more annoyed. Finally, it got to a point where I was told by HBO that I should submit all my notes to them and they would give Ryan our combined notes. And he continues and apparently he like left the project at some point but came back and it was like a whole, oh my goodness, I can't believe this. That was super interesting, you know. It's very cool to get like primary like actual like interview stuff from George like about this instead of everyone just speculating on it, right? It's kind of cool. Anyway, Star Wars had its first financial failures under her. What were the financial failures? I'm sure there was something. What was it? I don't even know what Miller's talking about. The first financial failure. It's probably something really obvious that's like slipping my mind right now. I feel, well, all the movies, like, obviously made money. Oh, was it, did Solar not make its budget? Is that possible? Maybe? Wait. $400 million? Maybe. I could imagine Solar, maybe. That might be possible. Because I imagine maybe marketing was a lot of the budget or something? I don't know. But interesting. Yeah, true, true. It had literally never missed financially before. Oh, who cares? If you miss once and you got like 5 other things like that dwarf the losses that you made, I think it all balances out in the end, right? Can you believe he spoiled that Jon Snow was coming back? Well, that was actually interesting. He does say in this article that he's like, oh, I was okay with them doing a Jon Snow TV show because like Jon is like separate to the rest of the characters, so it's not going to impact what happens to them. And like the implication you could take from that is that like in the book Jon Snow is going to survive, but you could also read it as like him saying that he's not saying if Jon is alive or not. He's just happy that the show is not going to cover stuff about the characters that might be alive. So I don't know, you can't read it either way, but it was interesting that he said anything about it. Isn't it funny that he admits he still barely knows the ending and it changes in his mind constantly? Yeah, it is very funny. There was something he said. Oh yeah, he talks about like there's a Tyrion chapter he wrote that he was like, you know, this kind of changes everything. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. He's still writing chapters? Like, feel like he would just change everything on a whim. Then he was like, I'm going to turn it into a dream chapter. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. You could just do that. Like, man, I should do that in my script somehow. In my, like, when I'm writing a video and be like, I'm just taking it aside here to talk about something else. I don't know. Impressive. He can just do dreams like that. But then he changed his mind or whatever. But interesting article, you know? Season 3 is finna be awesome. Well, not according to George R.R. Martin, right? Condell should never get a job again after this. What? Jesus, what did he do? After one of the most important and respected authors saying he's impossible to work with. I think Miller's trolling? I can't tell. I don't know if he thinks that George R.R. Martin is important and respected. Maybe he is, I can't tell. If Solo failed, the people just don't understand great art. I agree with him. I don't like that movie. It's not a very good movie. He doesn't say that, Kyle. He means the show Jon is apart from the rest of the world. Yeah, well, yeah, it's like dual. You could interpret it either way, right? Well, he also had a specific moment when he said sometimes he can't write Tyrion, and so he writes Jon chapters. Oh. Well, okay, that's a good... I didn't even think about that. Did he say that? I guess he did say that, actually. Yeah, when he was talking about... Here's what happens when he sits down to write. I'll open the latest chapter I was working on and I'll say, oh, fuck it, it's not very good. And I'll go and I'll rewrite it. Or I'll decide this Tyrion chapter is not coming along. Let me write a Jon Snow chapter. True. No, he's just talking retrospectively about like his experience in the past, right? But yeah. The famous Tyrion dream chapter. True. Nice bit, Melody Killer. True. All right. Articles. Am I right, guys? We just love them. Now, you know, as much as I love articles, the main reason I like articles is because they have a lot of information in them that is sourced properly. I would much prefer if this was a video, okay? Like, if this was a video interview with George R. R. Martin, oh my goodness. Wait, is this going to be like a... No, I was going to say, if this is like an audio, like, recording of their thing, oh my god. It's going to be some
Heavy
AI...
is the crown.
Yeah, some AI reading of it. I'm good. All right. True. Also, you said he was planning to kill Sansa, who no one thinks will die. Well, he said that at one point, right? But who knows how long ago that was. Gustav says hello. Hello there. All right. I guess we should watch this. It's 38 minutes, so I think I'm only going to watch like the first like 5-10 minutes, okay? I cannot commit to this whole thing. And also, I've seen it, so let's see what Kyle says. Let's judge his video making skills. So, Chainsaw Man manga spoilers, guys.
There seems to be constant frustration in parts of the...
What is this? Music? What?
There seems to be constant frustration in parts of the Chainsaw...
Is it like Devil Man? What? Wait, let's go slow and hear it again.
There seems to be constant frustration in parts...
And if I were to guess, it's Devil Man. Oh my god, that's way too slow. All right.
...of the Chainsaw Man fandom whenever Denji has another Kuma moment. Chapter 212 seemed to get the worst of it. Denji, who's got a severe history of being manipulated by the sexual and romantic promises of women, in this singular chapter switches allegiances from Yoru/Asa, who he's come into the chapter with an understanding with, to Fami Lil D version, because she inadvertently flashed him her panties recently, and then immediately switches allegiances again, the very next scene, mind you, to Fumiko, when she offers Denji a nude Polaroid of her...
Oh my god, I know this like almost word for word. I don't know. I think I only listened to it like once or twice, but oh my goodness.
If he agrees to do what she wants. This is a girl that's already pulled tricks like this on him before. It's not even that Denji doesn't realize what's happening to him. There's a constant self-awareness and acknowledgement from Denji to what's going on in these moments. But this has happened.
I don't like this music choice.
countless times before. But that doesn't seem to help old Denji not find himself in these scenarios. The fandom's frustration with Denji's lack of character development, his lack of an ability to learn from his previous experiences, over the course of the series seemed to have bubbled to the surface following this chapter. This led to some even calling his constant falling back into these traps character regression, and further evidence that poor old Chainsaw Man had fallen off in part 2.
Say it ain't so.
I think these frustrations and that latter
Did he just say something? What was that? I think I missed it. It was going too fast.
I think these frustrations
What did he say? He's saying something here.
I think these frustrations
Can anyone piece it together?
I think these frustrations
It's like two, I don't know if that's intentional or not, but you said something and I couldn't tell what it was.
and that latter comment about character regression is derived from a particular misreading of Denji's character and of a series of events surrounding sex and love from the beginning of the manga. Early in Chainsaw Man, it falls upon the great and powerful power to honor her word. She promised Denji that if he saved Meowie from the bad devil, she would let him touch her boobs. And our man Denji went out and did exactly that. And by the grace of God, congratulations is due. Denji, whose biggest goal in the manga up until this point was to touch some boobs, gets his wish granted. But afterwards, he finds himself feeling strangely despondent, unsatisfied even. Simply fondling some breasts turned out not to be so special after all. In a following scene, Makima notices the dejected Denji, and upon having the situation explained to her, brushes Denji's ear, nibbles on his finger a little, and Denji is so head over heels in love with this young lady that he literally falls off his chair. All because of some light teasing. The reading of these consecutive scenes by most leads to the thematic conclusion that touching random boobs, or what that represents, random sexual acts with strangers, are unfulfilling and ungratifying, and it is actually sexual acts with somebody you know and care about that we truly long for, that Denji truly longs for. Accordingly, Denji should have learned his lesson here, developed as a character, and we should have moved on from him getting pulled into these scenarios of being easily manipulated by vague sexual promises or implications from random female characters. All these many following examples of exactly that happening are regression on Denji's character development and useless comedic repetition. Do you like my straw man voice? I think it's pretty good. I don't entirely blame those who read these scenarios in succession this way. This is how traditional stories usually handle love, sexuality, and satisfaction, or how they usually handle want. There's a self-evident major problem here though. Chainsaw Man is not a traditional story. THQ, it's in the name. Denji is not a traditional character. Character development and growing, learning moral lessons and virtues, is not becoming of him. He's not built for it. And that's what makes him and his manga so fucking special.
Wow. True. Aye. Oh my god, there's so many chats. Oh my god, wait. We love AI. Skip part 2, no part 3. It's challenges music. The second one or the first one? The first one was not good. The second one was better, much better. Stupid. I haven't even watched the tennis movie. Come on, champ. True. Imagine the tennis. What a great soundtrack. Look at all the panels. There's like 201 or something in this video. All right, let's hopper. Let's have a look. Wow, look at this. Kyle collected evidence. We love it. Best music choice ever. Absolutely not. EliteAri, do you think the bangs that Usa did were weaker in hell because the horsemen need to be around society to be stronger since they are human fears? Absolutely not. I don't think that. But it is possible, but it's not a thought that crossed my mind. I will not go say it ain't so. All right. Is that what you said?
I think these frustrations and that latter comment
I will not go.
and further evidence that poor old Chainsaw Man had fallen off in part 2.
Say it ain't so.
I think these frustrations
I won't say it ain't so. I will not. What is the? I don't get it. Is that like a reference to something? Say it ain't so. I will not go. What does that mean? What's the reference? Mickey Mouse came out for a second there. True. But Denji's a fucking idiot. Just watch the end stuff. That stuff's fun. What end stuff? This last section? All right. But then no one's gonna watch the video now. I've already seen the video. That's the only reason I have no interest in watching this. Like I'll watch it off stream when I can actually like just watch it without having to say something about it. If I'm gonna watch this, but I've only seen the anime and the movie for Chainsaw Man, where do I stop? I mean, you don't even start it. Like the beginning is about manga spoilers. It's a famous song, EliteAri. Well, never heard of it. Google it. I don't like music, so I'm not gonna Google it. It is very weird, Kyle. I thought you messed up the audio editing when I heard it. True. You know, I didn't actually think he messed up the audio recording. I thought there was some joke he was making that was going over my head. But you know what? It was a song reference, so I had no hope of figuring that out. Wow, Mr. Gems got it. Turn the lights off, carry me home. Wow. Heath, I did the same joke in the Sopranos video. It's hilarious. I'm not watching disgusting live-action show videos. True, same here. but I need to help my famous YouTuber Kyle Entertainment by watching his videos. Yeah, that is true. You definitely need to. But all right, fine. Let's watch the last section. Let's see what he says. He'll wrap it all up. So spoilers for the manga, guys, for the next 2 minutes.
I think that final point is what's key to keep
What's the final point? Denji's core selfishness, true.
in mind. Denji and Chainsaw Man as a whole could be looked at as a tragedy if it wasn't for that pivotal quirk. It would be a sad commentary on life and the human condition if the realism portrayed in Chainsaw Man, being a slave to base wants and a lack of personal growth, was all there was. Like it was The Sopranos or something. Those elements are all there. In a way, Denji is not dissimilar to Tony Soprano, or any of his accompanying, deeply selfish,
You better not spoil Sopranos in the next sentence, because I'm not going to be happy.
stagnant characters. Chainsaw Man's portrayal of want and lack of growth is reminiscent severely of
Is this going to be a big Sopranos spoiler?
Christopher's arc monologue.
I sure hope not.
Where's Denji's arc? The same place as
All right, we're not the. All right, I don't want to get Sopranos spoilers. Okay, one day I'm gonna watch that, and I'm excited for that. But true, everyone go watch Kyle's video. Okay, it's his magnum opus. He spent 2 years on it, practically, maybe 3 years. I don't remember, but yeah, leave a comment, and I'll be leaving a comment too. I'm sure if I remember. Anyway. I will watch your Eva video tonight when I am at work. I will leave a comment. Wonderful. We should watch the Patreon stuff so we can see Mr. Gems and Ari get shoutouts. Now that's a genius idea. That's not what I wanted. Wait.
You'll see too much.
We're gonna
And coming and crying. The eclectic, arbitrary, unfulfilling, remarkable, unremarkable, repetitive, short, tireless journey that you and
That was some good writing there.
I at least think we're experiencing. It's probably bad, but only because we expect too much.
We're gonna do.
What are you gonna do more like it? That's what Chainsaw Man, Denji, is all about. I'll fucking tell you what it's certainly not about. And that's lust being bad. Dual scenes Makima, shove him up your ass. And Denji certainly didn't retread on any character development that he never had either. That's for sure. Totally pwned the people that say that. I totally pwned them. Yippee! Now let
There's
me
like
just
a
say
cartoon
kind word
character.
to all our loyal Kyle Entertainment Church followers. Their accompanying brides will be here momentarily. Congratulations, Jockey Bacon, Cruel Beauty, Mr. Gems, and that time travel conspiracy theorist EliteAri. We thank you for your continual donations.
True. Hey, the manga's still going, all right? I think there's still. I'm actually I'm not 100% confident it's gonna be time travel. There might not be, but I have a decent. I think it's still happening. Anyway, real says not Mr. Gems. EliteAri, did you like the Darwin accident opening music? Pretty decent. So I love it. I think that's the first thing I say in my. Oh no, it's not the first. Wait, did I include that? You know, well, I don't know what I include in my reactions anymore. Oh, 57. Oh my god, we made it to 50, guys. Yay. All right, let's get to 100 by the end of the stream, all right? Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to this. That's me. Discussion. No. Where's the opening? So, rip. Between last episode and this episode. Wait. I hate the ALA. I love this opening. I've listened to it so much between last episode and this episode. True. There you go. I hope that answers your question. All right. It's from like season 1, episode 7. So it is spoilers. My goodness, just skip past it. I did. Wait, this is a cross-media analysis of The Sopranos. I should send this video to a friend who hates anime and recently finished The Sopranos. True. Embarrassing, this guy. Kyle, do you think Cruel Beauty even remembers he's subbed to your Patreon? I have no idea. I've got no idea, says Kyle. Coming and crying so true, says not Mrs. Gems. Denji taught me that scissors beats paper. That is true. That is very true. The ED is better. True. Oh my god. Do I need to make my best EDs video now, guys? Now that I've got my best openings video? It took too much effort. I'm definitely not doing that. For what, 95 views or whatever it was? Wait. Oh no, we're at 102 now. Okay, that's good. Ay, ay, ay. It's a Meshoka Tensei joke. True. Because by Gigic. Alright, where are the videos? So Kyle has sent this. If you remember one AI disaster, make it this one. You know, this one, I already watched like, I don't know how many, like 10 minutes of this? Like a long time, not a long time ago, but whenever this came out, I think. I don't remember my takeaway. I think I remember thinking, man, this is like fine. I think it was about Grok and like charting the route it went or something. I don't know. And then this one. No, seriously. YouTube's new algorithm just changed everything. I'm sure it did. I'm sure he did. Is there this? Oh my god. Kyle sends these to me to trigger me, I'm sure. That is why he has sent this. And then, was that Moist Critical I just saw? Oh, it is. What the Chainsaw Man movie did to Reese. You know, there was a brief moment in my latest, like, top 20 anime movies or whatever, where I was like, man, should I just pronounce it Reze so I don't get a bunch of comments telling me that I pronounced it wrong? But then I thought, no, I'll just stick to it. Anyway. Wow, I didn't know you did a reaction episode 2. Gotta watch it. I wasn't crazy. You didn't wear a red shirt like Charlie. True. That is true. Every Wednesday, Thursday, every week I'll be doing a reaction until it's over. No, I don't want to trigger you. Seriously, guys. That's why you don't think I'm seriously gonna watch this and be like, yeah, I guess Google made a big change to their algorithm and they didn't publish anything about it. Unless this is gonna be about like the publishing that Google did about it. So I don't know. Base go against the EliteAri. What was the grain I went against? Wait. The Reese thing, the pronunciation, true. There's a crazy moment in that Reese video about the spider web shot. I'm sure there is. All right, let's watch 2 minutes of this until I get triggered.
It's a huge YouTube issue.
The algorithm is not working. The YouTube algorithm has changed.
All right, so far we've got 3 people whose opinions I would never trust on anything technical whatsoever, okay?
Weird on YouTube.
YouTube currently has a huge problem on the platform.
I don't know who this person is.
And it is a problem that is affecting everyone.
Oh my god, she has my microphone though. We love her. This is lovely. Look at that. It's right here. Except mine's a different color right now, but that's awesome.
Affecting everyone.
You're not crazy. YouTube have made some big changes, and I have data from...
Alright, look, we got some...
Crazy.
YouTube is the new television. Let's find the article. That's not what I wanted. From the YouTube CEO, our biggest bets for 2025 from Neil Mohan, the CEO of YouTube. I watched an interview with this guy. This was not a good interview. This was like an interview where I'm like, oh man, this guy is really not saying anything in this interview. It was like you'd ask a question and you'd be like, man, there's gonna be no value in the answer that he gives here. Where is it? No, it was a podcast. Yeah, this. I watched this. And it was like, this is not good. Anyway. Okay, do I care enough about this to read this thing? You know what? Why not? I'm a YouTuber. Why not? We'll read it. You know, it's relevant to me a little bit, I'm sure. Firstly, when was it published? So... Okay, wait, this can't be right. Wait, this one, I must be reading the wrong year one, right? Wait, sorry. 2026. Okay, wait a minute. For more and more people, watching TV means watching YouTube. Oh, so it is the Forbes article. Oh, I thought it was like a official... I thought it was this thing, the thing that I just had up, which is like an official Google thing, which is the Forbes article. Am I on the right thing? For more and... I'm not even on the right thing! Oh my god. Oh, it actually is from the blog post. Wait, what? Wait, is this an old video? Am I watching? Did Kyle link me something? No, wait. Okay, this screenshot about YouTube changing is a thing from 2025, at the beginning of 2025. Okay. So I guess it changed last year, but okay.
YouTube have made some big
Okay, 2025. Maybe this video is about 2025.
changes.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah, oh my goodness. All right. Okay. When I see character, I webshot too, says not Mr. Gems. True. That's my mic, actually. No, you have a modern mic. You have like the one that's better than mine, right? I have the HyperX Quadcast S or something. What's the mic? I'm in the market for a mic too. I don't think they sell this anymore. And if they do, I don't know if I recommend it. It's a bit expensive. I don't know. EliteAri made me buy it. I don't think that's true. Remember Susan Wojcik? No. Well, yes, I do. The CEO. Rip Susan. EliteAri, she does not have the nose ring, so she should be trustworthy. What? Hey, we don't hate people with nose rings. My goodness. No one cares about this article. Just watch the video. Well, I mean, that's what I'm gonna do here, okay? But I was trying to see if this there is an original article I can read because that'd be more interesting. But...
And I have data from over 500 channels to prove it. See, recently...
Okay. I never... Okay, we're not doing this. Oh, yeah. What was that? Close the Chainsaw Man thing. I would not trust a sample of 500 channels for YouTube, okay? Holy. Alright. What the Chainsaw Man movie did to Reese. Alright, let's go.
I have been reading Chainsaw Man for years now. I'm caught up with part 2, and it's one of my favorite pieces of media. I'd like to think that I'm pretty well versed in understanding the story and its symbolisms. I've even made a video on it before, but it's clear to me now that after watching the Chainsaw Man movie, maybe I...
There was a spider web. Remember, guys? And then the spider killed wrapped up the butterfly or something, or the insect, but then the spider got trapped in the web too. And it's like metaphorical of the whole Reese movie. So, spoilers, guys. Alright. Okay, the QuadQuest 2S is like $300. That's not too bad as long as it's good quality. I don't know if it's good quality. I don't know anything about the 2, okay? If you want to know if a mic is good and you want to know what mic to buy, do what I did. Go to YouTube, type in like HyperX QuadCast 2S, and then you'll get like a sound test to hear what it sounds like, alright?
Hello, this is the Provoke Prawn.
But then you gotta look for the section where they actually use it, which I assume is this, but you never know, okay? Boom mic arm test, here we go.
This indicator is pretty obvious, depending on the position you've got it mounted in. You'll also notice the one thing...
So you buy this mic, it'll sound like this. Okay, congratulations. That's how you find what mic to buy. Alright. I'm never giving EliteAri content ever again. True. She has a better mic than you, EliteAri. I'll never trust a word out of her mouth. I think we have the same mic. I don't know. But also, I have a good mic. Ugh. This thing. This is an actual good mic, but it doesn't have like a mute thing, so it's hard to use when I'm actually streaming, because sometimes I just want to mute. So I put it on my second desk just for work. So I'm using a more expensive, better mic just for work calls instead of streaming, but here we are. I think I technically recorded this video using that mic.
I rewatched every
So if this sounds different, it's because I'm using that mic. Single opening for every single anime that I've seen and came up with my top 10. But also because I was recording at a different volume and I had to apply some compression to this. That's probably also why it sounds different. Anyway. By the way, I never received my apology. What? Huh? For what? There's so many things that I could imagine Miller wanting an apology for, but I don't know which one he's referring to. 9 viewers later. They want to learn. True. It should be 900 because I'm that influential. Whatever it is, don't apologize. I mean, I might, if I've done something wrong. Am I allowed to say it's worse? Am I allowed to say it's worse? The microphone? That one or the one in the video? Because that one is definitely not worse. If it's worse, it's because I'm configuring it incorrectly. I love the video of opening and ending with Makima looking at Denji from the perspective she stops at Denji's chest because she only cares about Pochita. This video? My video? If it was in my video, it was completely accidental, but we love that. Miller's still shadow banned. Well, press the new live chat instead of top chat, apparently. About the One Piece dub? No, the One Piece dub is good. I don't have a problem with the One Piece dub. It's just Nami's voice is like something that I like, so I'm going to the sub for that. But true.
Video on it before, but it's clear to me now that after watching the Chainsaw Man movie, maybe I didn't understand the arc in the manga as much as I thought I did. And in no place was that more true than with Reze, a character that in the source material...
Reze? Who's Reze?
I never could understand the hype for. Yeah, she was cool and all, but so many people loved her, and some would even call her their favorite character in the series, but I couldn't get behind it. It just didn't make sense. Having now watched the movie 3 times, the reading comprehension devil is gradually beginning to leave my line of sight, and I'm finally starting to understand why she is so loved. Originally, she's set on a mission from the Soviet Union to steal his heart away, as is a common goal of many people in the Chainsaw Man universe. They meet in the rain, which we learned could have been caused by the Typhoon Devil. The situation is...
I'm curious if this will... I mean, Kyle is saying this will say something interesting, but I feel like Reese is good because she's just good. I don't know. It's like Reese is feels like a very conventional kind of story, right? Or very, maybe not conventional, but it's very like easy to understand her, I think, unless I'm misunderstanding. But Reese is like, I'm sure there's a term for this. I don't know what the term is, but it's like villain who is a reluctant villain or whatever, and they don't want to do bad things, but they're kind of forced to, but at the same time they like love the protagonist. Whatever. It's like one of those things, which I'm sure I've seen before, but
perfect for Reze, as she is in a close and confined space with Denji. In the manga, you can clearly see her reach into her back pocket to grab something, but she stops because of Denji's magic trick. This something in her pocket we find later on is more than likely this knife that she uses to stab Makima. In the movie, she had her hand on her neck, which implies...
I mean, or the knife she had when she like was stabbing Denji, right, or something? Or did that not happen? Am I just imagining that? don't know.
she may transform to kill Denji. In both mediums, it's clear her intent originally in that phone booth is to complete her mission and kill Denji on the spot. Yet, for whatever reason, she doesn't go through with it. So she seems to devise a new plan. Her goal now is to get close to Denji, eventually kill him, and take his heart. This one would work, right? So as a part of fulfilling her mission, she elected to try and get to know more about him. All is going according to plan, especially when she brings him to a school, which was a perfectly confined empty space since it was at night.
Wait, I need to go back, because it just made me think about something, and then I got distracted. Wait.
On the spot. Yet, for whatever reason, she doesn't go through with it. So she seems to devise...
Yeah, I'm getting... Okay. The reason I was thinking here is that it's interesting, where if you're watching the movie, and you get to the end of the movie, and Reese doesn't explicitly say why she, like, didn't... Like, because at the end of the movie, she basically makes it very explicit, and she says, Denji, why didn't I kill you when I first met you? It's because I love you. Obviously, that's, like, what she's saying, right? But if you don't include that, and you end the movie without that, then... this wouldn't even be like this wouldn't really be a question you would even think of, because you'd come to a conclusion, and I don't even know how to say this, but it's not even a question, right? Anyway, I don't care. It's not that important.
With it. Right. So she seems to devise a new plan. Her goal now is to get close to Denji, eventually kill him, and take his heart. This one would work, right? So as a part of fulfilling her mission, she
Is that what's happening? Wait, okay.
Spot. Yet, for whatever reason, she doesn't go through with it. So she seems to devise a new plan. Her goal now...
So they're saying initially she was going to kill him straight up, and then she changed her plan. Which I guess is only implied by her, like, final words. Which is like a thing, I don't know. Okay, I don't know about this.
Always to get close to Denji, eventually kill him, and take his heart. This one would work, right? So as a part of fulfilling her mission, she elected to try and get to know more about him. All is going according to plan, especially when she brings him to a school, which was a perfectly confined empty space since it was at night. Here, she could kill him and finish her plan, right? On my first watch through, I noticed a spider eating a butterfly. A clear analogy that many people picked up on and showed up occasionally in the movie. It wasn't in the manga, so I assumed it was meant to skew people in watching that Reze wasn't all that she seemed to be. However...
What is the reason for the spider thing? I didn't realize that Kyle was talking about this spider thing. I thought it was about the Spider-Man power thing. Well, the reason, is it to clue people? Are you meant to know at that point? So they're swimming, the spider web is happening. Like, the most obvious reading of that spider web symbolism is that it's meant to be... I think they're trying to make it, like, subtle, but it's, like, obviously not subtle. And, like, even my friend who's, like, a anime only, like, figured it out at that point, what was happening before they saw the, like, reveal. But the subtle commentary is meant to be that, like, both of these two are entwined in a web. Initially, like, Reese will, like, get the first hit, but eventually they'll both end up dead, right? Well, they'll both end up, like, in trouble and sad about it. Because, like, both the insects get, like, damaged by it, right? But let's see.
On my second watch, I realized I had it all wrong. This butterfly the spider was eating is a monarch butterfly, a type known to be poisonous to whoever eats it. For a spider, it would likely kill them. And that's why the last time we see the spider, it's not moving anymore. This is still symbolic, but...
Oh, wait, I thought the rain killed it. Okay. I didn't even question that it was like... Okay, I guess that makes sense. I don't know enough about spiders. I was just like, I guess maybe if a spider's in a web when it's raining, like, it just dies. But okay, I guess maybe a monarch butterfly that makes more sense. All right.
Butterfly, a type known to be poisonous to whoever eats it. For a spider, it would likely kill them. And that's why the last time we see the spider, it's not moving anymore. This is still symbolic, but for reasons we probably didn't expect. And it can be read two different ways. The first, Denji is a monarch butterfly. And while Reze is a spider, when she dives in to eat him, he will...
Is that the fan art version, or is this the movie? This looks like the fan art. Why would you use the fan art version for the movie?
As a spider, when she dives in to eat him, he will poison her heart, a roundabout way of saying she will fall in love with him. Or, the second way it can be read, Reze was the butterfly, and Denji was the spider. The entire film is her slowly and gradually falling into a web of love for Denji, reinforced when their fight ends in the movie when Denji wraps her with this metaphorical web of his and pulls her into the ocean. She is an assassin who fell in love with her target.
Does that work, the spiderweb metaphor? Like with the thing at the end? I don't know if that works. Wait, let's see that again.
Denji, reinforced when their fight ends in the movie when Denji wraps her with this metaphorical web of his and pulls...
Wait, what's reinforced? Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to comprehend this movie,
with him. Or, The second way it can be read, Reze was the butterfly, and Denji was the spider. The entire film is her slowly and gradually falling into a web of love for Denji, reinforced when their fight ends in the movie when Denji wraps her with this metaphorical web of his.
But the metaphorical web in this case, this isn't Denji, like, I don't know, what is happening in, like, The web in this case isn't Denji, like, trapping Riz, like a spider would trap a butterfly or whatever. It's like Denji, oh god, I don't even know. What's the metaphor? I don't think it works for me, because it's like it's too convoluted, I think. Like the symbolism of the butterfly, I don't know. I don't know if this works. All right, whatever. Anyway, it's interesting though.
And pulls her into the ocean. She is an assassin who fell in love with her target. How? How did someone who is a top trained assassin?
But she's not falling in love with him because he's like pulling her in the water or whatever. I don't know.
How? How did someone?
This is cool. I like this. Novel insights. You know, we love it. All right. No, the Iris Out video used in the movie. Oh, okay. True. That is very cool. It's good. It's just unwatchable. It's good. It's just unwatchable. Oh, is Miller still talking about the dub? Hey, don't worry. You push me, I'll watch the dub, all right? I have no problem watching the dub. It's a very minor thing, you know? Nami, we can discount her if we want. I'll go back to the dub if you'd like. He googled the spider or something. True. No, you googled the butterfly, sorry. But cool. In the Riz movie, during the Iris Out opening, the video ends with I understand. Thank you. We love that. That is very cool. They're dumbing it down for the anime watchers. I mean, I don't think that's the case. Like, it's not they're dumbing it down. They're, like, changing it, right? Motion babies are dumb. Metaphors are all vibes anyway. True. Spiders are not weak to rain. I don't know why. I assume they were, but yeah, true. Why do we get... Yeah, I don't know, though. What if, like, you're a little spider, like a really tiny one, and a raindrop lands on you, and then you're trapped in the raindrop, and, like, you suffocate to death or something? Surely that would happen, right? I don't know. How long could a spider, like, hold its breath for? Wait. Let's see. How long can a spider hold its breath for? 30 minutes? 24 hours? Oh my god. They have air films? I guess, like... I don't know. Oh my goodness. Interesting. Alright. Well, falling for Denji is what kept her from running away and ultimately confronting Makima. Well, yeah, but, like, it's not literally falling for Denji into the water because of the attack he's doing. I don't know. Maybe. I didn't watch this video this far. That checks out. I saw the Spider Point Ari, then uploaded that JJ... I saw the Spider Point, then Ari uploaded the JJK video when I clicked on. What, did you watch my JJK video? Was it very good? Were you a big fan of it? But just Googling which spider it was, I thought that was funny. I'm trying to edit this Naruto video. You're distracting me. True. Oh, excuse me. Bugs don't have lungs. You know, I've never considered that before, but that would make sense, wouldn't it? Interesting. They breathe through their skin type shit. That makes sense, yeah. Metaphors are for cowards. No, we love metaphors, but sometimes they are for cowards. That is true. Who's winning, Ari? Start of series, Luffy or Naruto? I could not possibly imagine what on earth Naruto could do to injure Luffy. So, obviously Luffy. But, I mean, I don't know. Also, no spoilers, guys. I haven't seen either of these series very much, so please, let's stop talking about this before I get spoiled on something. What do you think about Succession, EliteAri? Good or bad? I know people like it, right? Well, I'll tell you if it's good or bad. Give me 1 second. IMDb for Succession. If it's got a higher than an 8.8, then it's good. If it's got 8.8 or lower, it's bad. 8.8, it's bad. So there we go. There's your conclusion. Fun fact, locusts can stay alive for days after losing their heads. Oh my goodness, there we go. See? Perfect. Chainsman reference. Good Miller. Good boy. True. So can I, but you don't see me bragging about it. There's no way that Mr. Gems could survive without his head. There's no way. EliteAri complained about exposition or something for 3 minutes. About in what? Oh, in the JJK video? I don't think I complained about it. I mean, if I did, it's not an indictment of the anime. It's an indictment of the manga for sure. True, let's see. Are we at 100 views? There's no way. It's been too soon. But please, we need 100 views, guys. Wrong channel. Oh, look at that. 102 views. 65. We're getting there, okay? By the end of the stream, surely. Any more comments? I always... 3 comments. I'll never hit the high of my 41,000 viewed video. So sad. Alright, we can be done. Alright, we'll keep watching a little
her
bit.
target. How? How did someone who is a top trained assassin from the Soviet Union fall for her target, in turn jeopardizing her entire mission and possibly her life? Well, a big contributor...
The heart wants what the heart wants, right?
...is that Denji and her are 2 sides of the same coin. Denji was an orphan who later was raised very poorly under the Yakuza, had awful conditions to grow into, fused with Pochita to become a hybrid, and now that he is grown up is being exploited by the Japanese government and Makima. Reze was an orphan who was abducted by the Soviet Union, likely had awful conditions to grow into, presumably was experimented on, and turned into a hybrid against her will, and now that she has grown up is being exploited by the Soviet Union. Throughout the movie, when she...
Let me think. I'm sorry, I'm just deeply reflecting. True. Alright. I don't know if they've said that the sharp objects injure Luffy yet. I think I remember this from the live action, but I'm not 100% sure. Naruto does have a bunch of those. Yeah, well, Luffy's like really... Actually, I guess that would make sense. I guess he could injure him then. Yeah, true. Yeah, there we go. You've impressed me, not Mr. Gems. Thanks, bro. Alright. Welcome to Pro ZD. Is it going to be a reaction channel? What is this?
Welcome to Pro ZD Watches Anime. This is going to be my new channel dedicated to my thoughts on anime that I'm watching. Essentially just like an anime journal, I guess. I'll do short reviews on here of stuff I watch. I also have a Patreon, patreon.com/ProZD. It's $1 a month. There's a link down there. If you want to suggest anime I watch, I might also take questions on there and answer them on here. Haven't fully decided yet. I don't know. I'm just going to kind of see where it goes and see where this takes me. But yeah, I love anime a lot. I will always love anime, and I wanted to talk about it on here. So
how on earth is this massive, popular content creator, who is also, as far as I understand, a voice actor, why does he have the audio of his video coming in my left ear only? What is happening?
Questions on there and answer them on here.
How could this happen?
All right, the first...
Like, this sounds fine. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know anything about this guy, but he does, like, comedy skits or something. That's the only thing I know. Does he still do them? Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe he's just a... What is this? Top 10 what? Top 10 Super Nintendo games. YouTube lied? Oh my god. What'd they lie about?
So, at the end of July this year...
Are all of his videos in my left ear? Is this like a bit? Is it like a comedy thing?
Year, YouTube announced that they were no longer going to be demonetizing videos based off strong profanity within the first 7 seconds. Which when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's cool. Okay, yeah, I mean, it was a stupid thing they were doing anyway. Yeah, that's great to hear. They lied, again, as they always do. YouTube is always lying. Since then, I mean, I didn't really have issues with demonetization before that announcement. And yet, after that announcement, I've had 4 videos demonetized. And it's just, you see that familiar yellow, for those who know YouTube.
Is it? Okay, true. That's so sad. I hate when YouTube lies to us. My goodness. Thanks, bro. Oh, okay. Bro almost pulled an RTTV Rob on stream. Stay away, Gary. No, I was thinking about, like, I had to deeply reflect, and I realized I don't have the time to do this on stream. I was gonna think about Makima and her relationship to, like, Denji and all that. I was like, I don't have time for this. Denji is a full-fledged Guna, not exactly 2 sides of the same coin. True. Hey, we don't know anything about Reese, okay? Who is this guy? I always see him. ProZD? I know him from, like, comedy skits, and I know he's, like, a voice actor, but I don't know if he actually is or not. Lamau. I've never loved anime. I will never love anime. Kyle loves anime. He loves Evangelion a lot. I've never... Oh, wait, read that. Comment on it right now. My left ear enjoyed this video. No, I would never make such a comment. Let's see. What's the video I've commented on? We can go back and look at one of my comments. I think I commented on a Shabe's video. No, what's his main channel? We're going to find my comment, guys. It's going to be lovely. Was it this one? Oh, 3,000 comments. We're gonna have to go back years. Actually, not that many years. Okay, maybe I don't think it's gonna show up. Maybe it wasn't even this video. I leave the best comments, guys. Nope. I left a comment on... There was some, like, video I rented on YouTube, and I left a comment on the, like, video rental, and I said, like, how has no one commented on this, like, thing? And then someone, like, replied to my comment. Oh, wait, let me find what movie it was. Okay, the triplets of Belleville. Wonder if this would, like... Wait. How am I the first one to comment Lamal, great movie? It was very funny. And someone said, probably weren't open, and it's a paid movie. Hee true. Anyway. He voices... Oh my, oh, what is this? Necker Mamashu in the One Piece dub. Whoa. Okay. Cool. Kyle only loves cartoons like Naruto. True. My great video got reviewed in extra time. Yeah, that was weird. I guess maybe because you talked about sex and stuff. I have no idea why. I could never tell he loves... I could never tell he loves anime based on his whole anime figure collection behind him. True. They said it was going to take 24 hours. I think it was because I had an old art piece with nipples in it. Yeah, that's not good. But apparently it was fine. Can we watch the first 10 seconds of the Kamen Rider 101 video? I don't even know what that is. Is that a Shapes video? Oh, this thing?
In Japanese, they say plug-in instead of jack-in. I think that's better. I think plug-in's better? Yes. Jack-in, I always think is like... Oh my God!
Human life is more important than even peace or justice!
Whoa, what is Trainwreck's doing here? That's crazy. Also, what is it? We need to find this video that I commented on, okay? Because I'm sure I said something really good. It was a Berserk video. Where's my search bar? Does he only have one Berserk video? Oh, the better Berserk. No, it wasn't that one. Berserk's not that bad. Alright, whatever. I guess I didn't comment on it. Alright. Not a great movie, guys. Don't fall for it. Oh, God. Triplets of Belleville's a very good movie. I like that a lot. Oh my God, typo, sorry. It's Necker Mamushi. Necker Mamushi. That sounds somewhat familiar, but No, I'm thinking of the Naruto kid. Like the kid at the beginning. What's his name, Kyle? Tell me. The Necker Marushu. I don't know what his name is. Thanks, Ari. You're welcome. That's best guy ever. I know, that's the joke, because last time I mixed him up with Trainwreck. Ooh, what is this? Why am I getting alarms going off? Oh. I'll find you some Trainwrecks though. No, I'm good. We don't need Trainwrecks clips. Mr. Gem says, I heard that guy has good opinions on Gurren Lagann. No, he has a Berserk video on the soundtrack. He doesn't... Mr. Gems. Konohamaru. Yeah, that's it. Konohamaru, that's it. Fuck off, Mela. True. Alright. Superman movie reaction. Blind Wave is back in the Wave Cave, guys. Are you guys excited?
Hey guys, Cruel Blind...
You know what I did today? I got a little bit of, like, Shane nostalgia once again. Shane from Blind Wave, of course. So I went to this, like... What was it? The, search words in YouTube video. I went to this website and I put in 3rd Street reactions and I searched for like Blind Wave and I wanted to see like what's like all the times he said Blind Wave and like what has he said about it, and I was like, oh, it's so sad. He made a joke about not having money anymore and he had money when it was in Blind Wave and I was like, oh my God, that's so sad. But yeah, anyway. You're a Naruto tourist, says Kyle to Miller. He's named after the village. Wow. I guess that makes sense. Who's the kid in the Land of Waves? Is that what that's the arc I saw, right? The kid. I could not tell you. I love that tweet of Kai Cenat talking about how inspirational his flashback was. Oh. That's very funny. I saw an image recently talking about how Naruto was dumb. No, wait, I haven't seen Naruto. I only get spoiled. Inari, I had money once. Inari does sound right. I had money once, true. Okay. Let's watch Blind Wave say something interesting.
Is there a brake pedal?
What are they talking about? Cars.
There is. Yeah, you can have an item mode.
Oh, it's a mode? Yeah.
Okay, let's try another one, yeah.
For the Alta.
Yeah.
So it has a size advantage.
Size counts for a lot.
Yeah.
True, size does count for a lot. Okay, let's go to another one.
I just be convinced you're screwing with me, which you are.
We need to do a video about ghost hunting the ghost in this boat.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that. I've never played that one at some point. KOTOR 2. Yeah. Nice. I did play SWTOR. So we'll have more information on that soon. We'll put it out. And we got stretch and hydrate.
All right, you know, nothing too interesting. Well, not very many comments. All right. I'm so happy Blind Waves, what was it? The train subathon, what do you call it? A September something succeeded. And they're now reacting to One Piece, guys. Aaron's so smart. True. You know, Shane also did, actually, that was the funniest thing Shane said. Should I talk about this? It was like, I don't know if I can remember the context. It was in one of the videos I searched for, like, Aaron or Blind Wave or something, and he said, like, you know that Aaron guy, he, like, went and dominated all the gyms, the Pokemon Go gyms, and that Aaron guy, he's good at everything he does. And I was like, whoa, he's, like, really glazing Aaron here. I guess Aaron's just, like, Shane's idol or something. But, yeah. Star Wars projects they dislike. There was one Darth Maul fan film, which was the first video I ever saw from Blind Wave where they had negative, like, everyone was hating on them. It was very funny. But this is, like, literally 10 years ago, so I don't know. There's moments they critiqued, but if you look at their tier list, they put Resistance pretty low on the list of reactions for them. True. They, specifically Eric, have spoken about how they have more enjoyable time talking about things they like in a given piece of content rather than going about things they dislike. True. They run a business. People watching reactions watch them because they enjoy the show and they want to see others enjoy it. They rarely ever say anything negative. It's a for-profit channel. Wow. True, we have a January schedule, and JJK is in there for January 23rd, whenever that is. Naruto's in here. What We Do in the Shadows, I think I've heard of that. One Piece East Blue and One Piece Isn't it Alabaster? The whole time I thought it was an L, but I guess it's Arabaster. I've been saying it wrong the whole time. Where's the One Piece live action? When does that come out? That'll be soon, right? Did you guys hear that Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime is coming out in like April or something? Smirking behind the supermarket with you teaser visual. Wow, they're making an anime about anything these days, I guess. Wow. Slime Season 4 announced April 3rd. Yay, I will not be watching this probably until 2027 when the whole season is out and I can binge it. Man, Slime has the coolest, like, UI element visuals or whatever. It's up there with, like, Evangelion in terms of, like, man, they're doing cool, like, on-screen visuals, whatever you call it. I made a video about this and I scrapped it because it was terrible. But I was like, guys, so I looked at the camera and I said, well, hello everyone. No, I didn't say that. I think I said, so Reddit has put out the top 20 most popular or like favorite animes of 2025. Now to qualify for this list, you could submit any anime that had any part of the story come out in 2025. So the rules were that you could submit up to 10 things, and the first place thing, the most highly recommended thing you suggested would get 3 points, the second place thing and the third place thing would get 3 points, and the rest would get 1 point. Let's go through this, guys. So on number 25, we have a ninja and an assassin under one roof. I don't know what this is, guys. And that was the whole video, okay? And I went through it, and I was like, this is terrible. But you know, if there's a rainy day and I have nothing else to upload, you guys will be seeing that one day, and you'll be like, man, Ari did a really, really accurate recreation of his video back then. I was very surprised to see ReZero was this slow. I guess people really didn't like it, just like me, so I'm kind of happy with that. Never heard of This Monster Wants to Eat Me. Ruri Rocks, that's that... Is this the Studio Bind one? I think I've heard of this. Spy Family, true. Clever Tess, Solo Leveling. My Hero was surprisingly low, because I know a lot of people really, really like this latest season, so to see it at number 18 was kind of crazy. Shoshimin, never heard of it. There's No Freaking Way I'll Be Your Lover, never heard of it, but I guess, okay. Secrets of the Silent Witch, I've heard of it, but number 15, not too high. The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. Now, this is a thing that I've heard of, but I thought it was, like, old. I didn't know it, like, aired this year. But I guess maybe there was, like, a new season or something this year. I don't know. Call of the Night, I think I've only seen, like, maybe, did we watch a trailer of this or something? It looks familiar. Gachiakuta, obviously I've heard of that. That's surprisingly low as well. City of the Animation is kind of... To me, I guess I'm just, like, repeating everything I said in that video, but, like, this makes sense because it's, like, as far as I understand, it's not that popular, but the people who've seen it really like it, and I've never seen anyone say anything negative about this, so, yeah. The Summer Hikaru Died. I've heard mixed things about this. I was surprised to see it, like, so high up, I guess. The Medalist, this is also a thing where I've never heard anyone talk about it except for, like, Heath say that it was good, so apparently it's, you know, people liked it on Reddit, at least. Uma Musume, I've heard, like, a bunch of people talk about this, so that's not that surprising. Dress Up Darling, obviously. Orb, I had no idea also aired this year, so that's kind of crazy. I guess season 2. Apocalypse Hotel, that's Mother's Basement's favorite show, and of course, Heath loves it, so, you know, look at number 5 on the list. Crazy. Dun Dun Dun, yes. I was very surprised to see Chainsaw Man the Rezark this low. I would have assumed it would probably be number 1, but the first 2 places make sense to me perfectly, you know? Takabi's Original Sin, obviously, you know, one of the best things to ever exist ever. And Apothecary Diaries. Everyone loves this show. Reddit loves this show. Makes sense it's up here, but there we go. Anyway. Okay. EliteAri is a Blind Wave anti-fan? No, I love Blind Wave. They're great. Why is I thought you said Evangelion. Why is everyone, Blind Wave included, completely fine with Steve Rogers coming back and all the end of Endgame being completely pointless? Because people don't like consume stories that way. They're probably just excited the character's coming back. You know, I don't think it undermines anything in Endgame. But I know a lot of people like Miller's vein and maybe like who's like the, I don't know, like the Critical Drinker and Mola and Asmongold and Chibiru, like all these people will think what Miller's thinking. Like it's like a large group of people who agree with him, I guess, but I'm not one of those people. They're just starting the final arc of Naruto. It's exciting. Wow. Why East Blue and Alabasta? It is with an L. I knew it. Listed as different shows in the schedule, but they only gave us 2 episodes the first week instead of 4. So lazy. I have no idea. Did you hear Slime is doing a 5 split course? Yeah, I did hear that. I don't know if I heard that on stream or if I just like someone sent it in Kyle's Discord or something, but I did hear that. Now it is kind of weird. Like I don't, as far as I understand, a core is. Oh, I looked this up once. A core is like one continuous set of work by a group of people. No, a core is like, no, actually, a core has a definition. A core is like 12 weeks of airing or something, right? Well, 6 weeks of airing or something like that, right? It's like a strict definition thing. A 3-month broadcast block. So that's what a core is. And Slime has 2 cores that are airing simultaneously, which means that it's going to air for 24 weeks, roughly. But it's going to be 5 cores in total, which means it's going to be, like 45 episodes or something like that. And a season is like one continuous, like, the intention is to produce a product all coherently, right? So as far as I understand, that's what that means. But it is a bit weird. But yeah, you know, we love it. 45 episodes, why not? I love Slime. It's one of my favorite animes of all time. So here we are. Yeah, I'm sure it's up there with EliteAri. Slime? The visuals? Yeah, obviously. And if you'd seen it, I feel like you'd probably agree with me. Like I don't think it's that ambiguous. I'm only talking about the visuals, not anything else in Slime, not like the directing or anything. The on-screen like meta text or whatever. Reviewing my top 20 list would be a way better video. I feel like I did. Oh, wait, top 20. Wait, no, top 20. What's your top 20 list? Didn't we do that on Twitter? Quit baiting him to hate Ava Miller. True. I've tried watching Slime twice and it hasn't locked me in. I love the fights and the world building, but Rimuru is as interesting as a bag of rocks. Well, yeah, I think if you watch the first, like, I don't know, 3 episodes of Slime, you'd probably know if you're gonna like it or not. I think it's probably pretty representative of the show. But not Mr. Gem says real. I think you'd love Sho Shimin. It's very engaging. Sho Shimin. Sho Shimin. I like her eye color. Sho Shimin. Well, looks kind of cool. We'll have to keep it in mind. Silent Witch is okay. Final episode was pretty good. Silent Witch, let's see. Secrets of the Silent Witch. Okay. Good to know. You know, I'm slowly, like, if you tell me these things enough, eventually I'll remember them. So, you know, I'm trying to internalize this. Apocalypse Hotel is really good, but top 1 anime of the year. But not, wait, but? Apocalypse Hotel is really good, but top 1 anime of the year by a long shot. It is, oh, not top 1 anime of the year. Okay. I just called Miller a grifter. No, I think you just, there's like a, what do I, okay. There's like the, there's certain rules in storytelling, and there's like a whole group of people who believe in those rules, and Miller has certain rules like that. I don't mean he's like a grifter. Look at the late, I don't think, like, I don't know enough about Mola, but I think I've seen enough of Mola to know that I don't think he's a grifter. I think he believes what he's saying. Look at the latest Blind Wave thumbnail. I almost threw up seeing them front and center, seeing him. Oh no, it's a Jake thing? Miller hates Jake. Miller is like Jake's arch nemesis. My goodness. Oh.
Hey guys.
Did they like edit him in? Is he like actually there? Why is it like this? It looks like... It looks like they're reacting to him. Or is like he like passed away or something and they're doing a memorial to Jake or something. That's what this looks like.
Hey
Wow. Why is the footage so bad?
guys, Cruel Blind Wave.
Or I guess the footage is bad and the coloring is like really bad. Or the contrast or whatever. Interesting. Ay. Also, I'm very happy with my camera lens, by the way. I went and looked at old videos that I made. When I say old, I mean like 2 weeks ago, and this looks a lot better. Look at this focus. Look at my hand. You can see all my details. Oh my goodness. So yeah. Anyway. Sad Rebirth verse didn't get some popularity. After episode 3, the show got extremely good. Okay, let's get that up now. Wait, Rebirth. Was it verse? What did you say? Rebirth. Verse. It was very colorful. My goodness. He's just a contrarian. Who, Miller the Killer or oh my god, what's his name? Oh my god. Mauler. I haven't seen enough Mauler, so I don't actually know. Did my video blow up yet? Let's have a look. EliteAri. No, wait, that's me. Wait. Kyle Entertainment. Maybe it's at 500 views. Oh my god, it is! 507. Wow. Do you think we're at 100 views yet, guys? Let's see. It could be possible. 68, we're stuck. We're done. It's over. It's not growing anymore. Only 2 comments. It's done. It won't even get 100 views. Do you think it was the intention in Endgame to bring back the main trio of actors for the next Avengers film? If so, that's pathetic. I don't think they had any intention to bring any of them back, no. But I think if they got the opportunity, they absolutely would. We are one. Yep. Oh my god, why is my media digest up here in the recommended? What is Halo and Kiss reacting to these days? Solo Leveling, Death Note. Who was this guy in One Piece? Oh my goodness. Wow. What is Autosave reacting to? You know, we love Autosave. They do react to a lot of stuff that I just have not seen, and it's very sad. Oh my god.
Hi.
Oh wait, that's right, they don't have their reactions anymore because they got like 2 copyright strikes or something. Alright. What's Film Buff up to? Is he putting out stuff yet? No, he's still got his Happy New Year post is his most recent post. That's lovely. All right. Recording and editing a lot of content at the moment. Scheduled videos will return in 2026. Monster, Severance, and Free Ren will be part of the long-term schedule. Vinland Saga and Ava will go up before any new series on YouTube. Ava won't be on YouTube due to recent concerns about copyright strikes. That's funny. Wow. So Vinland Saga and Ava will be the next things to show up on here. That's so exciting. Well, I guess after Steins Gate is finished. There haven't been many live-action shows simply because of time constraints, as it takes a very long time to edit a 45-minute / 1 hour-long episode down to 10 minutes of footage for YouTube. These 20-ish minutes anime episodes have been so much easier to edit, it was simply down to that. Coverage for live-action shows will return in the near future. So, you know, I'm a bit of a reaction expert now. Oh my god, wrong channel. I just have too many channels. So I've, my edits for my reactions are ungodly easy. Like, they are so easy to do. But I think it's because my reaction videos are terrible, and I don't think anyone watches them, because if they did, they probably wouldn't enjoy them. Because a lot of reaction channels that I watch, they leave a lot of the original show in, because you need to have a little bit of context when you're watching the reaction to understand what they're reacting to. I don't do any of that, okay? I just look at the timeline in Premiere, and I see where did I say things, and then I like cut out the bits where I said things, and I compile them into like a little compilation. And sometimes I extend it a bit so you can like understand what I'm reacting to, but like, I don't know, editing reaction videos is not very hard. It's like a little bit time consuming, but like compared to like a scripted video, it's like night and day. Like it's not very hard at all. Anyway. Do you think it was, oh, I read that already. We are one. I genuinely thought Kyle's video was a chapter review. Oh, rip. Well, I mean, I did make one of the thumbnails for it, so probably, oh my god, it probably looks like it. What am I doing? I made this thumbnail though. And I made this thumbnail. This is actually one of my favorite thumbnails. You know, it came to me in a stroke of I would say genius, but more in a stroke of like, I only have 2 minutes and I need to make something right now. And that's where it came to me. But true, this could be a chapter review thumbnail as well, but this just speaks to the quality of our chapter review thumbnails that Miller thought this would be, you know, one of those. You just haven't seen a lot of stuff, Ari Lamau. A lot of stuff. Now, what is Mr. Gems referring to? I don't know what he's referring to, but that is true. I have not seen a lot of stuff. Because of Ari's thumbnailing style, true. But I still dislike reaction channels that do long-running shows. I'm happy that Autosave are doing Monogatari. Oh, he's saying because I don't watch Autosave. True. But I still dislike reaction channels that do long-running shows. I'm happy with Autosave doing Monogatari, but damn, does that take up like 2 years worth of videos to complete the series? True. Has Vinland Saga been on hold for 2 years now? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah. I mean, what was that tweet I made? Let's have a look. Wait. That's not what we want. We want film buff. EliteAri 2. Where am I? Advanced search. We want film buff from EliteAri 2. And we want it now. So, in 2023, he was already late. So 2024, 2025, so I think we're 2.5 years or something late. I don't know. Who knows? But it's okay. One day, he'll get there. He'll put it out, I'm sure. It's coming. Turns out it actually is a market substitute or something. Well, only for the rewatch market. And I have a great video essay about that. Which I got a comment on, actually, recently, I think. I'm getting random comments every now and then. It's very funny, but... Was it this? Maybe it was another video. Oh yeah, 1 day ago. And you watch all the shill channels too. You know, the ones that exaggerate their reactions and are completely fake. True. Unlike the authentic reaction channels like Nicholas Light TV. Turns out it actually is a market substitute. True. You're clearly a tourist. Your Edgerunners videos are like 20 times shorter than Tiabu's. That's because I have 20 times less to say than him. I'm curious what is Tiabu... I shouldn't search it up because I'll get spoilers for it. And I want to finish that show without spoilers. I watched one of your videos and it felt like you're constantly asking questions. Yeah, well, what else are you meant to say when you're watching a TV show? It's, I don't know. I hate reaction videos, okay? I like watching them. I don't know if I'll continue doing them after Edgerunners. We'll see. Is Tibu doing it mushrooms again? I don't know. Is that good for his health? I have no idea. That caused his videos to go 4 times in length last time. Wow. Bro got dumpstered. True. All right. Holy. Why is Melanie crying? Oh no, Richie! Oh no, something happened to Richie. Ay, ay, ay. Heath has sent an opening, but I'm too scared to watch it on stream because I'll probably get blocked, I'm guessing. But you never know. But I'm not going to watch it. Why would you... Kyle linked me a Night of the Seven Kingdoms spoiler-free review. Why would you link this to me? It's coming out on Monday. I can just watch it when it comes out. Anyway, I should probably end soon, because I do want to... If I have time, I'll record another Edgerunners reaction, but I don't know, we'll see. His titles and thumbnails have no spoilers. The lengths are so funny. Well, you know, I know that. I wanted to watch, like, the actual reaction. Wow. Now this is cinema. What did he say? Let's have a look.
What is that? Is that a jet?
It's just the commercial airline that's flying above to represent that Reese secretly wants to go home and like she doesn't want to, she wants to run away with Denji.
Is she gonna go pretend to be fine to Denji?
That's right.
Yeah, right.
Notice how he's asked 2 questions in his reaction, because that is the only thing that reactors do. They ask questions.
That tracks.
That does track.
Oh yeah, how do you know? Oh, that full Kaganashi was fully birdie.
What is it? Full Kaganashi? What does that mean? My goodness.
Oh my god, he's sitting there waiting for her.
Oh my god, he is. Wow. What are all the comments going to say, I wonder?
So, the Chainsaw Man.
They're too long. I hadn't even realized that Makima's monologue at the end established that not even the country mouse can have a nice life. There's no escape, and you die either way. Great point. Wow. Look at this. He's making cutting insights into Chainsaw Man. Don't you want to know if it's good or not? Well, I'll find that out on Monday. But there's a very low chance this is going to be good, but we'll see. When this Naruto video comes out, you're not allowed to watch it. Okay, that's fine. I find it very off-putting how all these YouTubers who are basically nobodies like Preston are getting to see the show early. What's wrong with that? Is it going to be good Naruto video, Kyle? Is it going to convince him to watch Naruto, or are you just going to jerk off the show for 20 minutes? I don't know. Who knows? Kyle knows what his videos will contain. Homura's religious themes. Wow.
Homura's design is very simple. Honestly, it doesn't...
I don't know if it's that simple. I'll show you a simple design. Actually, now that I think about it, I was going to think of, like, Denji. Now, this is a simple design. Man in shirt. And tie. I don't know, this has a bit more going on to it and stuff, I don't know.
Doesn't even really read as a magical girl outfit, at least not at first glance. Instead, it's designed after a nun's uniform, not only hinting to Homura's prior upbringing in a religious school, but also hinting to the...
Huh? I don't know any of this lore. This is a nun outfit?
Not only hinting to Homura's prior upbringing in a religious school, but also hinting to the overall religious themes of Madoka Magica's story. Just like the story itself, it seems like Homura is subverting the expectations of these clothes. Almost like it's a dark irony.
I have never seen... Okay, I don't know enough about nuns. Wait. Nun outfit. Actually, maybe that's... Wait. Nun. Oh, I don't see the resemblance whatsoever. We'll keep watching though.
Upbringing in a religious school. Just like the story itself, it seems like Homura is subverting the expectations of these clothes. Almost like it's a dark irony, or maybe that she's mocking the concept of the church by wearing this outfit. Her dark hair and much more muted color palette compared to the other girls automatically makes Homura feel different. She visually shakes up their foundation just by standing near them. One thing I really like is Glasses Homura. The version of her that starts the story, the tied back braids and red framed glasses makes her feel closed off, held back, like she's restraining herself from truly unleashing all the power she's capable of. Homura's design is
true. Oh my god. Is this that channel we watched that made... Wait, is it?
About it, and I got Ruby in general could be... Brings us to our next down to...
I think this was. Okay, if I'm remembering correctly, I think like 2 years ago on stream, I watched this video and I was like, man, either this person is like so deep in the Ruby fandom that like I'm not understanding something, or this video makes like disproves its point at some point, like its own point, and like didn't make any sense. And I thought it was like doing something really clever, but then I went to the comments and they were all like buying into the thing they said like without any irony. I was like, well, I have no idea, but we love channels that make long videos though, so we respect that. Anyway. No, it's a 4 minutes Land of Waves arc review. True. Akaza from the Garden of Sinners went to a religious school. Who the hell is... Oh, Azaka. Azaka, Garden of Sinners. I don't know who that is. Is that the sister? I think that's one of the... But whose sister was it? This is a sister of one of the characters, but who would have a sister? I guess the guy? The main guy? I don't know. Tell me, AI mode. Fill me in. Yeah, do the searches. Younger sister of Mikia Kokuto. Kokuto, that's the guy, right? Who is this guy? The Deuteragonist. Alright, it is this guy. Alright, well, thank you, AI mode. We love that. We're gonna start using that every time, okay, guys? Well, a private school, but it has that religious aesthetic, like Homura. Homura does not have a religious aesthetic. At least not based on that thing I saw. Is that like a thing that people talk about? Reddit? Homura religious theme. If I remember correctly, Homura said she used to go to a Catholic school. I don't remember this, man. It was a nice touch of the series in correlation of the phases of her being a witch. Wait, what? Oops. What? Kemi. I guess she did go to a Catholic school. Wow. Catholicism, it is taught to followers that everything you do is a sin. No matter what you do, a person cannot be saved. What? What? Jesus. All right. I don't know if that's true. I don't remember that learning that in school, but okay. Oh my god, Monaco. Wow. Well, Homura, I guess, but a Monaco thing. My trip to the Pokemon Coliseum. Wow. All right, I think we're done. Ay, ay, ay. We learned so much today, guys. We learned that Denji is a spider. We learned that Jon Snow is alive. We learned that Homura is a nun. So on and so forth. And there's a new video, and Jake is the center of the thumbnail in the Blind Wave YouTube channel. So thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you... Well, I mean, if you're an Edge Runners fan, I'll see you tomorrow for my Edge Runners reaction. If you're a One Piece fan, I will see you on Sunday for my One Piece review. If you are a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms fan or a Miscellaneous Videos fan, I will see you on Monday. If you are a... What comes out on Tuesday? If you're... You got the point. Okay, I'll see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe. I've ended my videos now. I'm starting to say that. Like, instead of saying, thanks for watching, see you next time, I say, thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe.